Good afternoon to all my dear students and welcome you all for our today's session from the subject Value Education of grade 3rd. I hope everyone is safe at home and also taking precautions against COVID-19. So students, let's not waste time and start this session. Okay. But before moving towards a new topic, as we have seen in our last class about chapter number 3, right, where we have seen the story, and we have also, based on that story, we have seen the question answer part. I hope you have also completed that question answer writing part. So let's begin our today's new session. That is all about chapter number 4, Mastering Your Emotions. I repeat, Mastering Your Emotions. So first of all, what are emotions? Whereas you can see here in the picture a boy where surrounding him there are so many masks, right? But you can see each mask with different expression. So you can see sometimes you get angry, right? That's your emotion which is seen on your face. Sometimes you laugh a lot, whereas sometimes you cry. So these are all type of emotions which you have on your face, right? But how you can master your emotions? Let's see in this chapter number 4. So let's start. So students, before moving to our chapter, that is chapter number 4, Mastering Your Emotions, let's see the first thing that is here in the picture. One boy is shouting over the other one. You can say maybe they are the brothers, right? So something has broken. So he is shouting at him. So he may be angry with his younger brother. So he is throwing all his tantrum on that another person. So sometimes we do this, right? When you get angry, you throw that tantrum on others, right? Let's see the other situation. The other situation is there when you see a delicious food in front of you. You want to eat that food and you don't want to share with others. So, you like to eat the whole food by yourself and you don't want to give others. So, this is also through this picture we can find it, this, right? Now, this is totally wrong, right? Throwing tantrum on others, or you are showing some angriness to others, or by looking at the delicious food you are out of your control, right? That's totally wrong. So why it's wrong? Because we need to have self-control on ourself, right? So we need to have self-control on our self, that is on our own self. What we should have, that is self-control. Now what do you mean by self-control? So everyone must develop self-control. Why? Because since it is the ability to control emotions and actions. So you can say self-control is the ability to control emotions and actions. So by showing tantrum to others or by just looking on the delicious food and just have things like it's only for you, not for others. These all things are wrong. And that's why we lose our self-control. And that's why we show all this type of things. And that's totally wrong. Right? So everyone must have self-control on themselves. So yes students, today in our today's class, that is the chapter number 4, that's deal with mastering over your emotions, is nothing but we are going to see in our today's class that we will learn one of the most important value, that is self-control, through a very interesting short incidents regarding how self-control is important in our life. So yes students, we need to have self-control in ourselves because it is required, because it is also one of the important value that from all the 3 lessons what we have studied, we have learned some of the important value, right? Same way in our today's class, also through the chapter number 4, by looking at some different incidents, we are going to learn about the most important value, and that is self-control. So are you ready for looking at these incidents and how we can apply in our life? Let's move. So yes students, our topic, that is chapter number 4, mastering your emotion. Here, this is the first incident, right? But before moving to incident, we can say we need to read and connect. So first, we'll read this incident and then we'll need to try to connect with this short incident. Okay? So let's read and connect. So let us read on to know more about self-control. Ravi, here the boy name is Ravi, okay? Ravi needs to understand that he must not eat too many cookies a time. It would hurt his stomach. Also, eating too much of anything isn't good for the body. Ravi needs to practice self-control. He needs to understand that he can eat a few cookies in a day and save the rest for later. So yes students, through this short incident, what we can learn that we should have self-control on ourselves. How? That here the boy name is Ravi. Now he need to understand that too much eating of cookies at a time is not good. So overeating is not good at all, because definitely it will hurt your stomach and you will feel pain in your stomach. So sometimes you like something, so you like to eat that thing in that time only. But that's totally wrong, because eating too much something is sometimes not good for us. So overeating is not nice. Okay, eat how much your body requires. So here you can see it would hurt his stomach, whereas eating so much cookies, definitely it will hurt his stomach. And also eating too much of anything isn't good, right? So Ravi needs to practice self-control. So this is not for only Ravi, this is for everyone, that we need to practice self-control on ourselves. Here Ravi also need to understand that he should eat few cookies at a time in one day, and then he can save the rest for later or next day. Okay, so this way whatever cookies you have, you may eat one time, it's not good. Eat some this time and next eat later. Okay, so this value, through this short incident, what we learn, that eating too much of anything is not good for our body. So we need to have self-control on ourself, right? Let's see the next incident. So our next incident is Leo. Here the name of the boy is Leo. Okay, Leo loves to play computer games. Day and night he plays game on the computer or the iPad. His parents ask him to stop and study. But Leo continues to play. Leo must study and stop playing games. He must control himself. So here students, what we learn? That Leo loves to play computer games, right? Even I know you all loves to play games in your phone, in your mobile phones or in iPads or you can say in computer, right? But every time playing games, day and night, that's not correct. So day and night he likes to play games on the computer or the iPad. So his parents asked to stop and study. But Leo continued to play. So Leo must, what he should do? He must study and stop playing games. He must control himself. Right? Through this incident, what you can say? That Leo is wrong. Right? That every time throughout the day and night, he is just playing games. He is just focusing on playing games. And he is not studying. So is it good or bad? It's bad, right? So basically, you should play games, but you should also give time to your study purpose. Okay, because if you manage your time in this way, it's definitely helpful for you. So controlling over your this power, willpower, that I want to study also and I want to play also. Both the things you can do, but in a particular time. So that you need to understand. So that's why it's a self-control required here. Okay, let's move further. So here next you can see through the image only, the two girls are fighting with each other, right? So Inma and Reva, here the name of the two girls are Inma and Reva, are fighting over a small matter. Both of them lost control and started pulling each other's hair and screaming. They both need to understand it is not right to do such things. Keeping control of emotions and sorting out fights in a calm and peaceful manner is the right way. So you can say that Inma and Reva are the two girls, right? So they are fighting over some small matter. But they have lost their control and that's why they started pulling their hairs and fighting and screaming, right? That's totally wrong. They need not to understand that this is not right. It is wrong. And you should never fight with your friends. You should never scream on each other. Just try to control your emotions and you need to sort out your problems and fights. And you can do this in a calm and peaceful way. So here calmness and peace is required by understanding the problem and sorting out, and not over it by fighting against it. Okay, with a calm and peace you can handle the problems. So here Ima and Reva also should do this, that they should not fight with each other, they should not pull their hairs, but sitting at one quiet place, they need to calmly and peacefully think about the matter and solve it. Right? So this is the correct way. So for this also you need self-control over yourself. Right? Let's see further. And this is the next incident, that is the last incident from this topic. That is Preeti. Here the girl name is Preeti, is anxious and worried for a test that she has to take tomorrow. She is so worried that she cannot study. She needs to control her thoughts and feelings and instead spend this time studying. By controlling her thoughts, she can benefit and she can focus on her studies and do well in the test tomorrow. So you can say that Preeti is anxious, okay, and she is worried for the test. that she is going to do it tomorrow. So she is so worried that she cannot even study. So because of worriness, she was not studying. She needs to control over her thoughts. She needs to feel that instead spending this time, instead getting worried is not a correct one. But instead of that, just spending time in study is important. By controlling her thoughts, she benefits over studies. And you can say with her focus, she can study well and she can prepare for her tomorrow. Right? For like same way you can say that some exam is there coming up for you. But you are sometimes worried about that exam because you have not studied. So don't get worried for that purpose. Just keep your worries aside and start preparing for that topic and start preparing for the subject. Definitely you will be more focused, more confident. So definitely when your worries are not there, you will do well in your exams. Okay. So without over worry, without any anxiousness in your before exam, you should prepare with focus and controlling over your thoughts. So here controlling over her thoughts, her feelings about that she is fear and she is not going to do well in her exam. She can work hard and she can do it well, right? So here you can say that it's very important to have a self-control on our own self. Everyone should have self-control on themselves. As you can say that we have so many emotions in our life, right? Sometimes we get angry, sometimes we start laughing. So based on the situation we need to deal. But basically if we have a self-control over our things, we will focus to make ourselves right decisions, right? So there are this. So you can say these are the few examples of how and where we need to have a self-control. So through these stories only, the 4 incidents what we have seen, through all the 4 incidents, we can see that the self-control was very important in each incident because the children are going somewhere or the other in the wrong path. So coming on the right path, it's important to have a self-control on ourselves, right? So we can see that having self-control is very important to make right decisions. So have you understood these all 4 incidents what we have seen? So students, let's move further. So yes students, and next, so based on this incidents, we have a valuable words for you. That is, having self-control means you won't do anything wrong just because you temporarily want something badly. I repeat, having self-control means you won't do anything wrong because you temporarily want something badly. So have you understood this valuable word? What does it mean? Basically, self-control, when you have on yourself, you will not do anything wrong. Okay? And temporarily, if you want something badly, you need to change your path, that to the correct path. Okay? Let's move further. So yes students, that was all about us incidents and also the valuable words which we have seen. Now here are the few things which we need to read and reflect. So let's read and reflect. How to practice self-control. It's very important to practice self-control. So every day if you practice self-control, you will definitely have a self-control on yourselves by mastering over your emotions and actions. Okay. So here you can say how to practice self-control. First one, take a deep breath and count to 5. So you need to take deep breath and you need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So definitely you will feel calm. Okay. Next, think whether it's important to get upset or angry about the issues that troubling you. So you need to think whether it is important to get upset, or you need to get angry on that thing which is troubling you. So whichever issue is troubling you, you may get sometime upset, you may get angry also. So first of all, you need to think what action you need to do, right? Next, think about what will happen about your choice. Will it hurt others or will it gain you respect? So you need to think first that what your choice will hurt others or will you will get respect for it. So thinking is also important for doing anything, right? Next is relaxing yourself by walking away from the place, which means that you need to relax yourself. Whenever you're going to any other place, first keep your mind calm, relax, and then you do the work. Okay? Forgive others if you think they have hurt you. What you have to do? Forgive. So forgiveness is also important. It's an important value in every human's life. That forgiveness is important. So you should forgive others if you think it hurts you. Forgiveness keeps your heart clean and happy. And self-control can be practiced easily. So if you want to practice self-control, you need to first learn how to forgive others. Because forgiveness is very important value which keeps your heart clean and happy. So being happy and clean heart, you need to forgive first. Okay. Next, make your priorities clear. Whatever priorities you have in your life, make it clear first. Studying, maintaining health, respecting parents is most important. Right? You can say every day you need to study. You should always take care of your health. You should always respect your parents. It's very important. Too much of games or play will interfere with them. So definitely if you study, but more importance is give to playing, that is playing games, definitely you will lose your self-control. Right? So have you understood these points? So you need to read first and reflect also. That is very important, and always practice self-control. Okay students, let's move further. So yes students, based on the important value, that is self-control, what we have studied in our today's class, let us see a short story, a small video.
Rick was a nice young boy who had a very bad habit of getting angry at every little thing. He would easily get angry at anyone and would even use foul language sometimes. His parents and teachers often lectured him to control his anger and improve his behavior. "Stop irritating me!" Rick had a soft corner for paintings. So on his 7th birthday, his mom gifted him a canvas and a palette of colours. "What's this for?" "It's to help you express your anger. Whatever you feel angry about, you can paint it on the canvas to get rid of that frustration. Try it." Rick painted a building falling down. "It's what I want to do to my school. I hate everyone there. The kids keep bullying and criticizing me. I feel so angry at them." "Oh, Rick." "Okay, do it again. Paint whatever you feel inside and whatever you think you want to do." Rick took another sheet and started painting. From that day, whatever made Rick angry had to be painted on a sheet. By the weekend, Rick had painted several disturbing paintings. His mom went to his room and found some of the paintings on the wall. She collected some and took Rick to the garden with his paintings. Tell me, Rick, what are these paintings about? It's about those kids that always act so smart. They flash their expensive clothes and phones and make me look like a loser. It's about the teachers who keep saying to me that I don't perform well enough. It's about Dad who always keeps reminding me of how well he used to do when he was my age. Now think and tell me, what is the one thing common in all of them? I am angry at all of them. Exactly. You reacted to each person who said something bad about you or criticized you. Your anger was in their power, not in yours. You're right. In fact, while painting this, I threw the colors on the paintings, imagining that I was throwing something at them. I never tried to understand them and was getting angry all along without any reason. Son, each bad word that you said to them left a hole in their heart. Those kids did well for themselves, not to put you down. Your teachers tell you to improve because they know your potential, and Dad compares himself with you only to inspire you, to tell you that if he was able to do it, so can you. You're right, Mom. But what do I do when I get angry? It's always like anger overpowers me, and I am never able to think properly. Controlling anger can be simple if you are committed to controlling it. Whenever you get angry, take a deep breath and count to 20 before you react. Think happy thoughts and divert yourself from that situation. Slowly, you will be able to control your anger. Thanks, Mom. I will try this, and I will paint it too. After a long time, he hugged his mom and felt good. With time, Rick's behavior changed. He was a much happier kid than before and started treating everyone with love. His paintings too had changed, as they were less about anger and more about happiness and love. All of this was possible as he had learned the art of having control over his...
So yes, students, through this short story, have you understood that how self-control is important in our life? Right? So let's summarize the whole session. So in our today's class, we have dealt with the 4 incidents, right? That through these 4 incidents, we have also learnt that how self-control is important in everyone's life and how it is important to master over your emotions, right? We have also seen the valuable words, right? Through this incidents, we have learned that one of the important valuable words, right? And also we have read and reflect some of the points, that is how to practice self-control, right? Also we have seen lastly the story, a short story about how to self-control, right? So students, today's topic was all about mastering our emotions, right? In our next class, we'll meet with the further session of this topic, that is the writing part. You can say question and answer. We'll do in our next upcoming class. Okay? So students, till the time, stay at home, stay safe, fight against coronavirus by following precautions. Okay? So students, thank you and have a nice day.